Permit me to take you to London. That's in Great Britain. A young man doing some open-air preaching is stopped. Why? Because somebody complained. That's right. This preacher said something that annoyed a person. The police responded. Why? Because of their DNA. Been saying this for quite a while. There is nothing about the DNA of Western civilization that is different than the horrible, terrible persecutor of Christians in North Korea or China or India or anywhere else. There's no reason to believe that people in the West are not willing and able to persecute and shut down Christians. What is the mechanism that they are currently using in Great Britain? It's called the Public Order Act. It sounds, well, so British. But it is the law that says if you in public say something that bugs somebody, I thought that's what free speech rights were for, then you can be shut down, just like this young open-air preacher.
I'm not comfortable with some of the things you've said. Okay?
What did I say?
You've probably seen me. I've been stood there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay? I understand, okay? I understand.
Yes, you are allowed to film. Thank you.
That you are expressing your views. Okay? I understand that a lot of what you're quoting is straight from the Bible.
Straight from the Bible.
Okay? And I appreciate that, okay? That is your honest held belief, okay? But I cannot allow you, okay, to project this in the street at this level when you can see how irate people are becoming.
What's the law that I can't preach my faith?
Public order, okay?
Public order that I can't
if you're causing
preach
someone, if you're causing
the word of God.
If you're causing someone harassment, alarm, and distress,
Who's harassing anybody?
Okay? So I've had two people come up to me and complain already.
What did they say?
Okay, they've said that the scripture that you've quoted or the words that you've said in relation to homosexuality and homelessness has offended them.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Is this a banned book in
No,
English?
it's not a banned book at all.
So am I allowed to read from the Bible?
Are you allowed to read the Bible? Yes, you can read from the Bible. But
So I'm going to read.
People, okay,
So if I read the Bible and that offends somebody, then so their rights trump mine.
If you're offending them, yes.
In other words, you read that book, somebody is annoyed, your rights submit to their Public Order Act rights. Wow. This is in Great Britain. Well-mannered. They don't speak rightly, but other than that, certainly a civilized society, they would never do anything to shut down Christians. Oh, yeah?
So I quoted from the scripture, which is not illegal. I preach my views, which is not illegal. I have freedom of speech, I'm assuming. So I'm creating public disorder for preaching the Bible, my faith, using freedom of speech.
Right, you can have that back.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's the calls that we've been getting.
Yeah, so the call, so basically anybody can lie about somebody and say they're bothering me and therefore I have to be shut down because someone produces
Well,
that.
No, but we need to be seen to look into it.
Yeah, at the moment we're not shutting you down or anything. It's just that we've got so many numerous calls through that we have to come and speak to you.
I think you're getting calls because people don't, they're actually Christophobic. Yeah, they're actually discriminatory bigots that are producing religious discrimination. So actually I'm producing a call right now towards everybody that complained against me and saying that they're causing me harassment. Okay, and they're producing religious discrimination. So I'm going to ask you to look into that, please.
Okay.
And actually, those homeless guys were actually coming up to me, telling me to shut up, saying that what I'm saying is foul words, not good. That's called religious discrimination and harassment.
Yeah, I need to speak to people.
So if you guys are willing to look into that, that would be good.
Dude, I don't know who you are, but you are as calm as a cucumber and very, very clever. Do you know what sentence stood out to me in that exchange? It is when our young preacher said, "This doesn't make sense." And on the surface, I would agree. He rightly said, "You're telling me the Bible is not a banned book. You're telling me that speaking in the open air is protected by free speech rights. So if I come out here to exercise my free speech rights and do nothing but read a non-banned book, if somebody gets annoyed, I can be shut down. It doesn't make sense." Not on the surface. Granted, I have not watched millions of YouTube videos to check out every single video that has been posted online, potentially about the Public Order Act. But I suspect you will search high and low, and the only ones being shut down publicly by the Public Order Act are Christians who are doing open-air preaching. We have seen it time and time again. Double dog dare you. Have you seen the feminist march getting shut down because of the Public Order Act? Have you seen anybody have to go change their clothes because it said, "I support gay marriage," and a Christian was offended? Somebody yelling, "Get your Girl Scout cookies here." Were they ever shut down by the Public Order Act? No, it's just Christians. Why? There's nothing different in the DNA of Westerners than there are in Far Easterners, from Muslims, Asians, you name it. The DNA is the same. Everyone hates Jesus Christ, who is not in him. And it does not matter what their zip code is. They will seek to stop him. They can't see him, so who do they go after? You and me. And I do not expect that this is going to stop anytime soon. Let us return to our young man on the street who had the courage to say, "You know what, why don't you get your confused Public Order Act worked out? In the meantime, I'm going to do some preaching." Well done, young man.
I don't want you to do anything else at the moment because I've got somebody else that's coming down to speak to you, okay?
So my rights are being infringed.
No,
I'm on a time clock. I don't have all the time in the world. As far as I know, that I didn't do anything illegal.
I'm just asking you to hold on just for a couple of minutes, if that's
Well,
okay.
maybe you guys can. No, I actually want to preach because I actually believe that people need to hear the gospel.
Well, you can.
And if I didn't do anything illegal,
No, you haven't done anything.
right? And if I'm not under
Oh,
arrest,
it's all right. The other people,
Right.
I want to speak to you
Okay,
anyway.
sure.
So just give us a
so
sec.
while I wait, I'm going to preach the word.
Ah, yes, the old, "we're the authorities. You need to stop doing that." The individual questions the legality of their demand, and then that person is told, just wait here a minute. We're gonna go call somebody higher up on the chain." That could never happen here in America, in the Bible Belt, at Clemson University. No, not here.
Whenever you're going to do something like this, you have to register.
I just kind of assumed it's a public
The
university.
university can explain more of that to you than I can. We're going to ask you to stop doing whatever you're doing until you get registered.
By what law can
You
you
know
do
what? Let me get someone down here to talk to you.
That'd be
and then
cool.
You don't have to talk to them.
that? That'd be
Okay?
great. All right, sir. Thank you. Nope. That would never happen here. Are you sure there is a lot of daylight that we can use to share our faith? Thank you for watching. Well, frankly, anything Wretched. You might be thinking, you're going to ask me for money now, aren't you? Nope, I'm going to ask you to partner with us. Yes, it involves you sending us money, but we don't simply see you as a mark. We would like to invite you to partner with us so that we can continue to preach the gospel, to equip the saints to preach and defend the gospel and strengthen the local church. Would you please consider partnering with us in that endeavor? To find out how you can do that, visit wretched.org.